Where did you dig up that old fossil? Welcome back, everybody. Here we are with part 4, I think. Part 4 of issue 95. This part, we're going to go ahead and do some painting on all these parts. So just to show, we've got all of our magnets, and I've tried them out. Um, and I didn't try these, but I tried all these side pieces. I tried these, but these are all ready to go. So we're going to do a couple of things for paint. Essentially, the only thing we're going to do with these ones is we're just going to kind of throw some shading on them, nothing special. So we'll just set those off to the side. Probably just kind of give them a light rub down with one of the shading things or something, and just kind of go from there. So we're going to focus mostly on this one. I also wanted to show nothing like being all done with the magnets before I found out that I do have a pair of non-ferrous tweezers. They're not the best tweezers in the world. They came in this cheap little pack that I have, but just to demonstrate, I can pick up the magnet and I can let go of the magnet, and the magnet will stick to my ring. I didn't know that. Um, anyway, so yeah, I could have been using this the whole time. A lot less struggle that way. All right, so I've got these identified as port and starboard. Um, easiest way for me to identify these is starboard has the scorch mark, the burn spot, and then they both have on the top, they both have this little spot where some additional pieces can get glued on. This one's towards the back and this one's towards the front. So that helps me identify them. So we're going to start with the port side. And what we're going to start with is some of the masking we've only got a couple of um, a couple of spots where we're actually going to do any kind of painting. So let's go ahead and get this pulled off and see if we can do this properly. Just see how this goes here. So this one is a very dark spot right through here. And if you give me a second, I will show you an image. All right, there we go. Okay, and here's the image to show what I'm working on here. And so there's only a couple of spots where we really need to have any kind of masking, and none of them are overly um, complex to mask or anything like that. I think that they'll be easy to kind of get lined up and whatnot. So we have that going for us. Okay, so that's the bottom part. Now the top part is going to be a little bit different. Now these ones are going to be rather light in color. Okay. All right. So I've got the main part of the masking done, at least on this part. So I got to figure out the colors and all that kind of stuff. So let me start sorting through my colors, and we'll talk about what I figure out. All right. Be back in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to go with my tried and true medium gray, or neutral gray, sorry. So I'm going to do the neutral gray here on this spot, and then again here on this spot. And then I'm going to go with uh, this royal light gray from Tamaya. I'll spray this whole section. I actually need to mask that part off. I'll spray that whole section, and then I'm going to come back with this, and we're going to just do a band right down the middle. I'll have to actually mask that separately, I think. Or I'll just use post-it notes or something. We'll figure that out. Yeah, let me get... There we go. All right, let's go get this sprayed, and yeah, we'll come back and see how that goes, and then we got to figure out what we're going to do for these other spots up through here. All right, see you back here in a few. All right, everything is painted. Um, there's still going to be some more painting to be done, but we got the big parts done here. Everything else is going to be details, and so let's just see how this all came out. And some of these colors I think are going to be similar to each other. Specifically, um, I'll show you here in a minute. I grabbed a color that I hadn't discussed before. So I grabbed flat gold gray, and that is really close to the royal light gray. So we'll see how close when we get to that point. But okay, so you can kind of see the two different tones there. It kind of came out the way I wanted it, I think. Maybe this could have been less kind of a browny gray and more of a gray. I probably could have done the whole color this color, which is um, light ghost gray from Model Master. Probably could have done light ghost gray and then went with a medium gray or something here. But so we have that. Came out all right. Here's our top, so you can see a little spot there, there, and then right here. It's very faint. You have to get the light just right, but gave the effect that I was wanting there. So there's those. Let's see how this one came out. Okay, so with this up here, I basically shaded it um, with the neutral gray. So I had the neutral gray here, and I just did a light shading there, and a little bit heavier there because this looked like it was going to be heavier. And I ended up getting a kind of a fade spot there, not intentional, but it works because I couldn't see anything. I don't have any images for this side, so that works well. This came out pretty good. I cannot complain about that. So I'm pretty happy with that, how that came out. I also came back and took some of the, I think it was some of this light ghost gray. No, it was some of the royal light gray. So I came back and this just gave it a little bit of a browny color to this one, and just a touch of brown onto that one. So just kind of give it a little bit of multicolor. So I'm pretty happy with how those came out. So I think we're gonna see how much footage we have and go from there. Um, if we have enough, I'll just come back and close this out. If not, we will move on to the next part. Probably uh, getting some of the weathering and stuff done around here, some of the little streaks and stuff along there. And I think one of the last things we'll do is these. But we're going to kind of judge it because I think this is, regardless, going to be one more video after this one. So um, we're just going to see how much we can get done in this video here. So we'll see you when we come back. Welcome back, everybody. So I was going to try to do a little bit more, try to get more of the detail painting. We need to get this painted. I'm probably going to maybe hand paint this, and then I'll come back and just kind of come back with some dark color or something just to kind of fade it a little bit. But I need this to be, that's a damaged area. So probably do that. And then we've got some other kind of streaks and stuff that we need to do. But I do need to clean my brush. I do know that. So I'll probably have to clean my brush before I do all that stuff. But regardless, I just don't have time to do the rest of what I need to get done this week. Schedule was completely ridiculous. I've been sick. You may be able to hear it in the video. So I'm just going to have to call this the end of the video for now. And we'll do a part 5 next week. And we'll see if we can get this finished up in part 5. And if not, we'll have a part 6. I still need to get the washers glued on. I may do that on camera. I was talking about doing it off camera, but I may do that on camera just because uh, it might be interesting. Because they're not in a normal spot or whatever. So we'll see if we can't make that work out really well. All right. With that, I want to thank you all for watching, and may the force be with you always.